Hi, everybody. This is Lady T with your Taurus October 2022 Halloween reading. It's called Witches, Shadow, and Magic. So, before we get started, I want to say thank you for your support that you give me on any of my platforms, and I do hope that it helps you in some kind of way. Let's go ahead and get started. So, Taurus, we have your center energy as the Ace of Swords in reverse. So perhaps you're needing some clarity at this time, or maybe you've already received it. But with this being in reverse, it tends for me to believe that you perhaps are not getting clarity in a situation. So really encouraging you to go within to get that information. What's crowning you is the Ten of Pentacles. So really feeling stable and confident at this time. What's undermining you is the Seven of Swords. So there is some kind of deception around you, perhaps, that you are unaware of, or perhaps you could be deceiving yourself. What led up to this energy is the Two of Pentacles in your challenge position, which means you are having a difficult time coming into balance or making a decision. Now, your outcome is the Lover, so that could be you coming into balance with yourself or being in a loving relationship with someone else, and perhaps having other options to look at when it comes to love. Now, your other messages that we have here for you, the first ones are your the Great Mystics deck. And so the first message is the Magical Mystics. Research and spellcraft, know the unknown, and interpret the signs. So really paying attention to the things happening around you, the signs, the synchronicities, and so forth as you move forward. Your clarifying card from the Witch's Oracle is the Moon. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the little cards that come with this to explain what the person meant by these cards. And so for the Moon, we have cycles, loss and gain, personal growth. So you could have gone through a cycle of loss and gain. You could be going through growth at this time. In some area of your life. And I think maybe you're needing some assistance with getting the clarity of how to proceed and how to come into balance here. Next, we have the Heart of Gold and the Ladder. The Heart of Gold message is about beating life and selflessness. So really stepping into your power in abundance and other ways as you move forward. With this Ten of Pentacles, that tells me that as from a financial standpoint, an abundance standpoint, you have already reached that goal. But the Ladder is your clarifier. And the Ladder, based on the creator's intent with this deck, is about ascension, promotion, and motivation. So receiving the motivation in perhaps an area related to your abundance, getting a promotion, ascending in this area, going up the ladder, if you will. Next, we have innocent child and wonder and light and innocence. So really stepping into the creativeness of the childlike energy that we all carry within us, and really having some fun as you move forward. And then also using that curiosity, childlike nature to do things. And really look at life in that way. You have the spider web clarifying that. So let's see here. What do we have for that? Okay, we have neglect, inattention, and distraction. Now, this leads me right back to your Seven of Swords here and your Ace of Swords in reverse, which is really, are you distracted by something? Are you unclear on something? Do you not have the clear picture? Because the Seven of Swords with deception could be you deceiving yourself. And then the last one we have here is the Sacred Stars. Few from the many, love from beyond, born from stardust. So really stepping into your power for one, understanding where you came from another, and then also your ancestors are around you to support you at this time. And then you have the kettle as a clarifier to that. And the kettle is about, let's see here, Communication, community, and understanding. So to me, that lends to your center card, center energy of not having the clarity there, as well as your Seven of Swords, some kind of deception around you. So something coming in that provides the clarity that you need to move forward, some communication, or others around you providing you with some insights to help you perhaps come back into balance with your Two of Pentacles or make a decision over here. Now let's go ahead and move on to your next messages, which are your shadow messages. And we have autumn is my last chance. So please don't lose hope. So this is about continuing on the path, not losing hope, and not doing things because you feel you've run out of time in a desperate kind of situation, but more so from an enlightened standpoint. And your clarifier was the inhibited shadow. Suppressing desires, feelings, and impulses, repressed, constrained, hindering. You have become comfortable staying stuck and miserable. Recognize that it's up to you to do the hard work to succeed. So if you want to move forward, really understanding that the only way that that's going to happen is that you need to become unstuck, make a decision to move forward, and take the necessary actions to include healing, growing, transforming, whatever that may be. Next, you have Faceless Ghosts and the Haunted Girl, Ghost People. So perhaps feeling some kind of regret or haunted by a situation from the past. And we have your slowness shadow popping up as a clarifier. Postpones decisions or actions, tentative, unsure, or slow in acting. Things don't get any easier by putting things off. Take action. It's the only way to change your life. So really stepping into the fire of your energy here to move forward and take the necessary actions, because procrastinating or putting things off is never going to resolve the situation. It's only going to prolong the situation. Now we have Fairy of the Green World, the natural world needs you. So staying in the 3D, a lot of times we, use distractions to, not deal with things. And this is encouraging you to understand that, the real world needs your assistance. So we have Rebellious Shadow as your clarifier. It says resist any authority, control, or tradition. Defiant, pushes boundaries, uncooperative. Make your inner rebel work for you and not against you to balance what's best for you and those around you. And that lends me right back to your Two of Pentacles in your challenge position here. That tells me that you are having a difficult time really getting beyond your rebellious nature, and that is hindering you at this time. Now we have out trick or treating. We are here. So this is basically your ancestors letting you know that they are supporting you at this time, and that they realize you are needing their assistance. Next, we have the traditional shadow. Strong attachment to traditional values, rooted values, fixed, accustomed. You have the choice to choose what others expect of you or become who you really are. So this is about you stepping into your authenticity and deciding what you want out of life, and stepping into making that happen, stepping into, again, that fire energy to move forward in whatever way you choose, because you need to remember who you are. Next, we have the magic portion of your reading, which the first one is from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle, and it says gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. So here, this is understanding that everything that you need in your life is already in you. Now, you may have to spend some time with yourself to get those come into alignment with that information, because a lot of times we're too busy, too distracted, and we're not paying attention to what the universe is trying to tell us. We're too distracted to hear the message. So this is the message for you, is that you do not need anybody else to fix you, because the only fixing that can be done has to come from you. So Felix Felicitas is the clarifier message from the Making Magic Oracle. And it says a power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. And then from the Wishcraft Oracle, we have Fly Free. I receive messages from nature easily. So, really getting out into nature and appreciating the beauty and the serenity in nature, but also listening for the messages that come through to you. And those could come a variety of ways, either through the wind, looking at the clouds, just the messages can come to you as you're just sitting there in the peace. It could be a quiet voice that comes to you. So really listening for that and putting yourself in that state to receive it. Next, we have your clarifier. Something needs to be forgiven with this card, because it says red and it says forgive. Now, your clarifier to that is Trinca 5, which is manifesting money and income. So, really forgiving something that's happened. Is going to be the key for you to bringing in manifestation, because manifestation can't happen unless you put yourself in a place to receive, unless you forgive whatever needs to be forgiven. And then we have bake magic cookies. I can give good things to myself and others. So, really, just, maybe perhaps you're a baker and you like to get in the kitchen and you like to bake things. But this is really about planting the seeds and allowing those to come to fruition where you can bring in the abundance that you're desiring. I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles crowning you, so you are already abundant. And perhaps the other thing that's coming through there is perhaps you maybe need to walk into an attitude of gratitude, because if you're not thankful for what you have, you're most likely not going to receive anything more, because you're sending the opposite message to the universe when you don't walk in gratitude, but you want more. It's sort of like an oxymoron kind of thing. We've got lavender next, and it's surround yourself with love. So this is really about spending time with yourself. This is about spending time with your friends, but also loving on yourself, because before you can give to another, like you had your the lovers card here, before you can give to another, you have to know how to give to yourself. So we have your goddess message stepping in, which is healing the feminine energy within you, which is your power center, which is your authenticity center, to help you stand in your power, and really love yourself and have self confidence and have those things that you need to move forward successfully. And it says magical rocks. I am grounded and creative. So, really standing in your power to create what you want in your life as you move forward. And then the last one is expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. And really, when we're seeking other people's approval, that's about feeling that we need their approval. It's about people pleasing. It's about not standing in our power. And so, really understanding that the only expectations you need to really follow are your own. So we have achievement with win the award, accolade, or contract. So this is about blessings and abundance coming towards you in some area of your career, most likely, and in helping you to move forward in the financial arena of things. We have the crown. I am a good leader, and perhaps maybe stepping into a promotion of a leadership position as well. And then we have happy poppet. I am enough. So really standing in your power to know that, number one, you can lead others and that you are naturally born to do so, but also that you are enough. You don't need someone else to prove to you you're enough. That's something you have to come into your own about, by standing in your power, perhaps forgiving things, and then learning to self love and self accept, and to handle your shadow work as well, that we've already discussed. So I do hope this helps you, Taurus. Much love and light, Lady T.